Okay, good evening and welcome to the Recreation, Culture and Youth Commission regular meeting held on Thursday, June 15, 2023. The meeting will come to order at 6:03 p.m. We're going to go ahead and have the invocation done by Supervisor Armando, and the Pledge of Allegiance will be done by Vice Chair Vargas.
Lord, we are meeting today to conduct matters of business, guide our hearts and our minds in the spirit of fairness, right thought, and speech. Impart your supreme wisdom upon your activities so that our affairs may reach a successful conclusion. Thank you for being our source of guidance today. Amen.
Please stand. Face the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Get ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands in one nation under God, indivisible, in liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Okay, Madam Secretary, can we do roll call, please?
Commissioner Cindy Alvarado.
Present.
Commissioner Duron will be excused today unless there are any objections. Commissioner Tiara Solosano. For the record, Commissioner Solosano is absent. Vice Chairperson Carmen Vargas.
Present.
Chairperson Cecilia Diaz Jimenez.
Present. All right, now we're going to go ahead and move on to public comments on the agenda items only. Do we have any?
None at this moment.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to consent calendar number 1. And that is for approval of Recreation, Culture and Youth Commission minutes. Do we have a motion?
I, Commissioner Vargas, approve the minutes of April 20, 2023 RC White Commission.
Do we have a second? Okay, I'll go ahead and second that. Can we please have a roll call?
Commissioner Alvarado.
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Vargas.
Yes.
Chairperson Diaz Jimenez.
Yes. Okay, now moving on to discussion items. Number 2, Recreation and Community Service Department update.
I am pleased to inform you that starting tonight, we are kicking off our summer nights. I know we're 1 week early, but we were eager to start. So tonight at Bell Gardens Veterans Park, probably 7 minutes ago, the first band is performing, and it's the Past Action Heroes. They're very popular in our community. So hopefully after this meeting, you can attend and enjoy their performance. And every Thursday there'll be an event. So this Thursday there's a concert. Next Thursday there'll be a movie for the duration of the summer. And hope to see you all out there. Also tonight, we are currently conducting the Small Fry Soccer Awards presentation over at Ford Park at the ABC field, where approximately 150 participants ages 4 to 7 are being recognized for their hard work over the last 3 months. And we have some elected officials joining us at that meeting or at that award ceremony. Also at Bell Gardens Park, we are in the last 2 or 3 days of games for the youth baseball. The award ceremony for youth baseball has been scheduled for Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Bell Gardens Veterans Park. Again, the last day of games will be on Saturday for for this program, and awards on Tuesday. We are also in the 4th week of teen basketball practices. We have formed 4 teams of co-ed teenagers, and they again are on the 4th week, and we anticipate starting games in the next week, and they will play for approximately 6 weeks. In addition to that, we are resuming the aquatics program. We have been able to secure an extension of the agreement with the city of Montebello to utilize Chet Holyfield Aquatics facility. We will start swim lessons next week. However, this Saturday is the first day of registration, and also swim evaluation or a test, so that we're able to properly place the kids in the level that they need to be, so that we can start to give them water safety instructions. Again, these are certified swim lessons. And again, they begin on Monday, June 19th. And with that, I am pleased to announce that the city of Bell Gardens was awarded a grant from the LA 84, and that grant is Learn to Swim. And that grant is so that we can offer $10,000 in swim lessons, and that will cover approximately 333 Bell Gardens residents the opportunity to enroll in these swim lessons throughout the summer. And the last update that I have is that we will start the summer camps, also start next week on Monday, June 19th at Bell Gardens Veterans Park. The last day to register officially is tomorrow. However, there is still late registration that's allowed next week. That's for next week. This concludes my department update.
Are there any questions?
I do. Armando, how many residents would be able to participate in the aquatics program with the grant that you mentioned?
It's 333, and that's because all our swim lessons are broken up in sessions, and they cost $30. So
And
333.3.
yeah. And then I had a follow-up question. I don't know if this was the last year when the aquatics program resumed. Was the BG trolley offered to go to Chet Holyfield? Would that be something, I recall that being discussed, or it did happen, and I'm not so sure if that's going to happen this year again.
There was a shuttle bus, not necessarily
Okay.
it's one of the buses that's used as a trolley. However, I'm pleased to announce that we have received a van that's been on order for a year. It's brand new, and we will be using that to transport people as needed. We didn't need, the smaller bus, 20 people. We needed something like an 8 to 10 passenger vehicle to transport them. So that'll be more efficient, but that will be offered as well throughout the summer.
Is that information shared at registration day and at swim lesson evaluation?
That is correct.
Perfect.
Any other questions? Nope. I do have a question. I know that this grant, LA 84, really focuses on children with disabilities. And I just want to know if we have staff that are able to work and provide these accommodations or modifications if we have children that want to sign up and do have those special needs.
Is that in general or just for the aquatics program?
For the aquatics program.
Yes, we have that available. There's a lift that's available at the facility in Montebello.
Mhm.
And as far as any special training for the staff, we don't have any lifeguards that are certified, but we do have a pool manager with a tremendous amount of experience that can definitely accommodate to that should the need arise.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Go ahead.
I forgot to ask, is there any particular information that parents need to take for Saturday for registration? I know, because I was the one who brought the LA 84 question, discussion item, before they ask for a birth certificate. So I'm not so sure if there's any paperwork that needs to be taken on the day of registration.
We don't require a birth certificate for aquatics because it's just swim lessons. There's no competition, so
Okay.
we don't have to prove age.
Okay,
However, we do require proof of residency, so a utility bill or a utility bill and a parent's valid identification.
perfect. Thank you.
And of course, if they don't have an account on ActiveNet, we will have our rec staff with the help of IT. We have some iPads that will be assisting the parents to create an account. So when they get to the registration, we're able to facilitate their needs a little quicker.
Any other questions? No?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Swimming. Now it goes to the summer camp. My kids, or my son loves summer camp, and he was super excited that it returned. I was thinking of possibly with the youth, with the recreation leaders that we do have, they're very tech savvy, of them promoting the first week of summer camp to kind of get more registration. Because I know usually the first week tends to be a little bit of a slow start. But once they start seeing like what's offered to the kids from the 5 to 7 age group and the kids from 8 to 12, and then also the volunteering program, to kind of highlight each day like what's available. It would be, we do have the social media presence with the city website, with the city Instagram and the recreation Instagram. And then we have Flickr where we get all our wonderful pictures done. So I just think, really promoting the summer program would be a great opportunity for the parents and residents to see that we have some things offered for their kids rather than staying at home.
Thank you. I will make a note of that and be sure to share that with my colleagues.
Okay, any more questions? No? Madam Secretary, do we need a motion to receive and file this? No. Okay, let's go ahead and receive and file this. Moving on to discussion item number 3, the LA 84 Learn to Swim 2023.
Yes, so I had, and it kind of goes great with what Armando's program update. So of course, our city is in the process of getting a really fancy state-of-the-art aquatic center. So hopefully that will be, our goal is for next year. So hopefully we get it there. But of course, summer being that we don't have pools in our city, we had to, for my kids, I wanted to continue them to teach them, the basic skills for swimming, for safety. So I had to go to a sister city and to find summer aquatic programming, and they ended up using this LA 84 program to provide free swim lessons. So when I had brought it up last meeting about if the aquatic center is going to be happening, the programs were the booklet was about to get printed. So I'm very excited to hear that it did get approved, because it would benefit, a lot of the households here. I'm a parent of 3, so to pay $30, and it's not just one lesson per kid, and we got to go a second time, it gets a little costly. So if there's a way for us to always offer a discounted rate for 1 kid, 2 kid, 3 kid, or whatever it is, I'm always happy to look for. And of course, I can't go into further exploration of the program because I'm not a city employee that has those kind of credentials. So I'm happy to hear that the department was able to acquire that grant, and it's going to help a lot of families out, and it definitely will increase the number of participants from last year I'm hoping to this year. Yeah.
Yes, that's the plan, given that last year we got a late start. However, we were able to continue into the fall. But, now this year we're able to start right before the summer kicks off. And the plan is to have more than 333 participants.
Quick question. So I just heard you mention that we're going to get a new aquatic center. Is that going to be run by our city staff or a third party coming in?
the plan is for it to be a city facility ran by city personnel. Year round.
Year round,
Yeah.
awesome. Any other questions, comments? No? All right, let's go ahead and move on to public comments on non-agenda items under the subject matter jurisdiction of Recreation, Cultural, and Youth Commission. Do we have any? Madam Secretary, do we have any public comments?
I just received one on our question answer. So, Luisa Ayala Toledo. I don't know if you see it. Do you guys see it?
No, I see that there's
So
something.
he's asking, is there opportunity for competitive games here in the aquatics program, or is it strictly recreational?
Good question.
Sure. Yeah, if you click on the chat, you see it? You guys wanna?
I think that's an Armando answer.
You wanna go ahead and take that?
Due to the size of that facility, it's strictly recreational. However, when our aquatics facility at John Anderson Ford Park opens, there will be an opportunity for competitive games.
That concludes our questions.
Okay, moving on to commissioner comments. Do we have any? No?
Oh, yes, I did have a question. Well, I did have a comment. So again, as mentioned, I literally live next to Bell Gardens Park, so I'm just around the Civic Center is my little nook of Bell Gardens. So we often go to the Bell Gardens Veterans Park, and I did notice that there is a lot of the missing rubber turf. And because the summer programming is going to happen at the summer camp is going to happen at Bell Gardens Park, they are going to be needing that space. And then we lost a precious little spiral seats equipment, but we're just wanting an update to hope that that is resolved. Hopefully not by the end of the summer camp program, but hopefully within, so they can enjoy a safe playground to play while being in the program.
So in speaking to my colleagues, given that that facility is offsite where my colleague is responsible for that area in the park, that park and the playground. There is a matter that Public Works was addressing, which was a piece of equipment that had already been taken down. And we are expecting it to be delivered this week. So it hasn't, as what the last update is, it had not been received, or hopefully it gets here tomorrow. And as soon as that comes in, it'll be replaced. And as far as the pour in place rubber product, that is in the process of us obtaining cost estimates, as that is no longer under warranty. The contractor that put that in was a bit unresponsive, so we had to look at other options, but we're confident that once we get those proposals, it'll be brought forward and that area would be resurfaced.
Thank you.
Okay, any other comments? No? Okay, I'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting until our next regular meeting.